What's up, guys? 大家好. Ben Parker back here with another Chinese learning video. Today's topic is on how to say want to do something in Chinese. So how to say I want to do X, Y, or Z. I want to go to the movies. I want to go to China. I want to eat, whatever the case may be. Um, and really, this was kind of about my kind of reason I'm making these videos is for the purpose of me sharing my Chinese learning and later Japanese as well. My Chinese is way better than my Japanese right now, but just my language learning journey and kind of the way I'm kind of running this channel and uploading videos and whatnot. My philosophy is just, hey, if an idea comes to mind of, hey, this is something that I think other people might find interesting to watch, then I'll make a video about it. Okay, so I don't know how many I'm going to make, but if an idea comes to mind of, hey, I should do a video on X, Y, or Z, I'll do a video about it. So this is one that has been on my mind lately, just how to say I want to do something in Chinese. And once again, obviously, I made a video earlier this year about my favorite YouTube channel for Chinese. So definitely check out those channels if you are interested in studying Chinese with like more, better Chinese teachers than myself. I'm a learner. I'm learning Chinese for 2.5 years. 2.5 so 2.5 years of Chinese. But I feel like I can maybe offer a little bit of wisdom and a little bit of insight and encouragement, 加油, just to those that are learning and kind of share mistakes I've made so that you guys don't make those same mistakes. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's dive into this topic. And I've written down the characters and whatnot for you guys. So anyway, here we go. How to say want to do something in Chinese. Okay. So the first character you see here is called Xiang, and that is it's with the third tone. That's the character. Let's get a close up of that bad boy right there, Xiang. Okay, and it means think, ponder, consider. Okay, so if you say 我想吃比赛, I want to eat pizza, it kind of means like I'm thinking about eating pizza. I'm not sure if I will, but I might do it. And really, the example that comes to mind that I want to kind of use throughout this is that I do is people often ask me, do you want to, have you been to China? And given that I don't have any plans to go to China, but it's something that I'm thinking about, I'm considering, but I don't have any definite plans, I haven't booked a plane ticket, a 飞机票. Little bonus word for you guys. Plane ticket is 飞机票. Okay, let me write that down for you guys actually. Little bonus. I won't write the character down, but Feiji Piao. So once again, there's Feiji. I'm not writing the character down. That's just opinion for it. But there you go. Feiji Piao. So first tone, fourth tone. So Feiji is airplane. Piao is ticket. So that's a little bonus word for you guys. But back to Xiang. Xiang is just a way to say you're thinking, pondering, considering. Okay? So you haven't made any definite plans to do something, but you're just thinking about it. Like you're thinking of maybe buying that. 飞机票, you're thinking about buying it. You're not sure if you will, but you might. It's a consider. It's an option. And obviously, too, want to zone in on that character. That's what it looks like. All right? Okay? Think, ponder, consider. You good? All right. The next one is Yao. Okay? Fourth tone. So once again with Xiang, it's a third tone. Okay? So that's what that little check mark there means. It means third tone. So Xiang, once again, think, ponder, consider. It is a third tone. Okay? Yao, fourth tone. Okay? Let's look at that bad boy right there. That is Yao. Okay? And that means want, will do, happen. Okay? And the distinction between Xiang and Yao is something that I have made that I've really messed up on a lot. So the most common example of this for me is people ask me, might as well kind of flip back to myself here for a second. People ask, oh, like, do you want to go to China? Like, oh, like, 你想去中国吗? Like, do you want to go to China? And I too often have said Yao, because I've often thought of Yao as like, I want this, I want that. I just have kind of used Yao as like my default for all things want. And that's not correct. and that is why I'm making this video. So it's important to understand that yao is a stronger form of xiang, if you want to look at it that way. And it just means want to do something, but it's almost more like a definite thing. Like I want, like if you say like 我想去在中国, it means like I'm thinking about going to China. I'm not sure if I will, but it's something I'm considering. If you say 我要去在中国, it's like saying like I want to go to China, and it's like I have plans to make it happen. Almost as if you've bought that 飞机票. It's almost as if you've bought that plane ticket. Like yes, you're implying that I want to go to China. It's happening. I'm making serious plans, or I already have made plans. So that's the difference between xiang and yao. Yao is just much stronger. It's a much stronger connotation. So if you're much more in the camp of like I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure, or it's just an idea I'm considering, but you haven't made any definitive plans, you definitely want to roll with xiang. But if you're going with like a more like definitive, like yes, I absolutely want to do this. This is going to happen. I'm making plans to do this. This is a serious thing. You want to roll with yao. Okay. And then the next one I'm going to talk a little bit about quickly here is hui, and it means to be able to do something. And actually, to be honest, like this here, to be able, sorry, and to be skilled at, it's the same thing. I just want to make that a little more clear. Hui just means to be able to do something, will likely occur, to be skilled at. Okay, so if you want to say like you have the ability to do something, like 我会说中文, I can speak Chinese, I have the ability to do that. That's one kind of common usage of hui. But it also just means will likely occur. So if you're going to say like it's going to rain tomorrow, you'd say 明天会下雨. Tomorrow it will rain. Okay, and you could also use yao for that as well. So you could also say 明天要下雨. So there's a little bit of overlap between yao and hui. But hui is much more like dealing with like likely to occur. I'm not 100% sure what will happen, but it's likely that it'll rain tomorrow. 明天会下雨. And same thing with yao. 明天要下雨. So yao and hui are both kind of interchangeable here a little bit when it comes to like expressing likelihood or possibility of something happening. But you would not necessarily say like, well, I guess you also could say like 我会去中国, means like I will go to China. So I mean, hui and yao are somewhat interchangeable. And if you say 我会去中国, 我要去中国, it's meaning a very similar thing of the same thing. Like I am planning on going to China, or I will go to China. But as for xiang, it's much weaker. It's like I'm thinking about it, I'm pondering, I'm considering it. Okay, so just as a quick recap, once again, xiang is to think, ponder, consider. Let's look at that character right there. Xiang, close up of that character. What's up, Xiang? How you doing? So xiang, third tone. Think, ponder, consider. Okay. Yao, same thing. Let's get up with that close up of that character. Look at it. I drew it as best I could. Means want, will do, or will happen. So 我要去中国, like I'm definitely going to go to China. You know, 我想去中国 is like I'm thinking about it, I might do it, but 我要去中国 is like I want to go to China and I'm making plans. It's happening. Like you're implying that like you really are going to do it. You're not. It's not just a wishful thought. It's happening, baby. And then same thing with hui. It just means will likely occur. So 明天会下雨. It's likely to rain tomorrow, or it's very likely to occur. Or 我会去中国, like I'm going to China. Like it's going to happen. And also understand that hui also means to be able to do something, to be skilled at. And actually, hui has lots of other meanings. These characters have other meanings as well, but hui has a lot of other meanings in addition to the ones that I've listed here. One of the meanings of hui is like a meeting or a gathering with people. So like 教会 means church. So hui also means like meeting. So there's like a ton of meanings for hui. Also too, if you look really closely here, what I have poorly drawn for you on the outside is the outside, the left one's okay, is the traditional, the left on the outside, the one that's less complicated, is the simplified character of hui. And inside the brackets is the traditional version of hui. So just for your reference there. So traditional characters versus simplified characters, that's a topic for another day, but if you're learning Chinese, you're aware that some characters have been simplified from their traditional form. And so the way it's often notated is traditional is often put in parentheses. So once again, on the outside is the simplified version of hui, and inside, the more tricky, the more complex looking one is the traditional character hui. And my writing skills are not the best, so definitely I have some work to do when it comes to writing characters, but that's it. So the outside is the simplified, inside the brackets is the traditional version of hui. I wanted to draw the tradition just to emphasize the fact that there are traditional versions for some characters. And then, as sort of a bonus to kind of help hammer in Mengxiang, and once again, inside bracket here is the traditional version of Meng, fortune, so Mengxiang means dream or wish. So once again, kind of hammering home to help remember dream, to help kind of remember xiang. It's the same xiang we saw earlier right here. It just means like a dream or a wish. So if you say like, oh, I have a dream to, like, let's say you had a dream to go to China, like you can't, you don't have the money right now, like 我没有钱, I don't have the money, but you really want to go to China, you might say, 我有一个梦想, 我的梦想是去在中国, like my dream is to go to China, or like whatever the case may be. So once again, that's just kind of help hammer that home. And also a little bonus word for you guys, 梦想 means dream or wish. Other definitions of it include like maybe like a vain wish or like a vain hope and something, but another definition of it is like a serious dream. Like I like to say like Martin Luther King's I have a dream, you would say like 我有一个梦想. So like I have a dream, right? So like think of Martin Luther King, I have a dream. That same kind of dream that he's talking about is 梦想. Okay, so fourth tone, 梦想. And also note on the inside, note the traditional character for Meng, and then xiang is just xiang. It's just the one character for xiang. There's no simplified version of that character. So at any rate, so that's it for this video. Just as a quick recap once again, going through this. Xiang means to think, ponder, consider. There's the character. Xiang, think, ponder, consider. And then we have yao, which means to want, will do / will happen. It's much stronger than xiang. So it means, basically you're saying like, in a way you're saying like, I want this. You're almost kind of demanding it. And if you say like, 我要去在中国, or I want to go somewhere else, like, 我要去在篮球比赛, I want to go to the basketball game, it implies like, you really are going to do it. It's not just a wish, it's not just a dream, you're really going to do it. And then there's hui, fourth tone, another traditional character on the inside there. Means to be able, will likely occur, to be skilled at. Similar kind of thing, it means like very high probability, so there's a lot of overlap between hui and yao. And then as kind of a bonus for you guys, 梦想, and this means dream or wish. So think of like Martin Luther King's I have a dream, 我有一个梦想, I have a dream. And also kind of note in there the traditional character for Meng. So at any rate, that's it for this video. Hopefully it helped. I don't want these videos to go on for too long, but I do want them to be helpful. And once again, just remember, a lot of this language learning, whether it's Chinese, in my case, in Japanese, or if you're learning another language, although if you're learning Spanish, I'm not sure why you're watching a Chinese video from me, but thanks for the likes and all that. But the point is just know that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to learn this stuff by going out there and practicing your Chinese, and someone will probably correct and say, oh, like, you should probably say xiang in this case instead of yao, or vice versa. But I just figured I would help kind of shed a little bit of light on that, and hopefully this helps those that are kind of wondering what is the difference between the two. And also too, if someone has a better way of explaining it than me, feel free to leave a comment below. And once again, feel free to like this video, hit a thumbs up on that, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in connecting with me on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the handle is slamdunk406. I post mostly my basketball stuff on there, but I do try to whip it out a little Chinese on there as well. So definitely connect with me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, slamdunk406 is the way to connect with me there. And I'll leave like a description and all that below. So once again, hope this helps, and you guys have a good night. And also too, during this whole COVID-19 coronavirus situation, definitely make sure you're washing your hands, you're staying indoors as much as you can, and you're just doing whatever you can to help kind of combat this thing. It's a global issue. It's not just a Chinese issue. It's a global issue, and just do your part to help keep this world safer during this kind of tumultuous time. So stay safe, be healthy, be clean. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.